cool too, because like, listening to the music that you're doing right now, there's definitely this mood and attitude and atmosphere that kind of falls in line with the trilogy that you put out. Did you go in there with that in mind, as far as what you wanted the production of these songs to sound like, or did it sort of reveal itself as you started to put songs in the bank?
It's a good question. I think a lot of this happened really, really organically, but I would credit Marty a lot for how this has kind of taken shape. Only because when we had a couple sessions together, and Fixable was the very first song that we wrote. Okay. It was my first session with Marty ever, was Fixable. And we got about halfway through that tune, and I did what I always do, and it's this element of self-sabotage where I was like, ooh, like this is super cool. I think we should pitch it to this person, or I think we should pitch it to this person. And Marty was like, what? He's like, why? Like, why would we pitch it? And I was like, oh, I just don't do this kind of stuff. Like, it's not really what I do.
Putting yourself in a box
like,
there, right?
Right. And he's just like, okay. He's like, well, why? And I was like, because yeah, exactly. Yeah. I didn't really have an answer for it. And I was just like, I don't know if and then it was just these waves of kind of self-doubt, like, do I have the swagger to kind of pull this sound off? Do I have the image to kind of pull this sound off? Do I have, A, B, and C? And it was just all of these, qualities that I was demanding from the artist that would ever sing that song. And Marty called me out on it, and he's just like, dude, you just wrote it. So like, what do you mean you can't sing it? Like, you just sang it.
That's awesome.
So it was, that was kind of, this weird epiphany of like, for so long, I think I was telling myself that the industry had put me in a box, or that the public had put me in a box. And I think that there's elements of that, but I feel like, regardless of whether there's truth to that or not, it's my job as the artist to break through that box. Yeah. Let alone be the one duct taping it shut, being like, I don't do that.
Well said.
Well said. So.